And hello, everyone. And now, welcome to our Buddies meeting. My name is Valery. I'm a president of Buddies. And today we have a joint meeting with our fellow Toastmasters from BWY Club. So, warm applause to BWY Club. Welcome, everyone. Extend my warm applause to our guests who join us today. And I see quite many guests. It's not our usual setup. You joined to something that we are trying for the first time, so you will be witnessing something new things going on. So welcome to our meeting. And I would like to ask Annie, as the president of BWI Club, to give a short introduction and short speech. Annie.
Okay. Okay, wait a second. Let me show my opening. Okay, here you go. Hello, everyone. My name is Annie, and I'm the founding president of Be With You Toastmaster Clubs. So before I get started, I would like to introduce what is the Toastmasters. I think everybody already know it. So about us, the Toastmasters in China, we have 6 districts in China, and we are the District 118. We have over 4,000 members, and over till now, it's already 180 clubs in District 118, and most of our members are located in Guangdong Province. About Be With You, we are an advanced online English Toastmaster club in District 118, Division I, Area 1. And our vision is inspired with confidence, with a supportive community to help you achieve greatness. And we are held weekly, uh, every weekend, every Tuesday evening on 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. About Be With You. So if you are the guest, you can have the guest introduction, table topic session, moment of the truth, etc. And about Be With You members, you have the priority to get high quality meeting on every Tuesday and get close to district international competition first place winner like Lila Tonkat, if you ever heard about her. And also get priority to be Toastmaster of Evening, timer, photographer, grammarian, etc. So here is our Be With You funding team. I would like to introduce our VPM, Elliot, Joe, and our secretary, Jennifer. She's also tonight. And our VPPR chair mentor, Jesse, our mentor, Franklin, sponsor, Lila, and our SAA. But she's also the sponsor and division director, is Sophia. Okay, so that's all about Be With You Toastmaster Club, and back to the president. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's so nice having you. We're looking forward to see how you conduct your meetings and learn from your perspectives, from your agenda, how you do different things. It's always nice to learn something new and try something new. So thank you for initiating this meeting, and thank you for joining us today. I would like to, we usually in Buddies, when we start the meeting, we invite our guests to tell us a little bit about themselves and how they found us. And today is going to be a little bit challenging to identify all guests, so please let me know if I miss someone. But at least we have two guests, as I can see. It's Farha, if I pronounce your name correct. Farha, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how you found us and where you are, what's your Toastmaster experience.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Farha. By profession, I'm a civil structure engineer, and I'm also Toastmaster I live in Saudi Arabia, so I joined Toastmaster in Saudi Arabia, and I'm enjoying it. So I just want to join other groups. So I want to see how they are doing, and I just want to expand my friend and circles, that how they function. I hope they are doing the same thing like we are doing. I know, and I'm so excited to see you all of you guys and every meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Farah. Thank you for being with us today. It's so lovely that you are curious about our club and our meetings. So we are so pleased to have you here today. Thank you for joining us. And another guest, I see we have Burhan. Hello, Burhan. Would you be comfortable to tell about yourself and tell how you found your Toastmaster experience?
Yes, thank you very much. I'm very glad to be here. My name is Burhan. I'm joining you from Nairobi, Kenya. This is my first experience in Toastmasters. So before I join a physical club, I thought I would give a try to an online to see how it works. Glad to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Burhan. Thank you for joining us today. I'm sure you will have a great experience today. It's not an usual meeting, so please join us several times to see how it works in, let's say, usual environment. Today we have members from 2 clubs, and we will be together running this meeting. But pretty much the same agenda. Toastmaster of the day is the one who is leading the meeting, and that person will explain how the meeting is structured shortly in a couple of minutes. But thank you for joining us today, and we are happy to have you here. And we are quite many, so I don't think we have so much time to go to introduce us. We will do it. I would like to ask you, when you will speak for first time, please say your name and from which club and your Toastmaster experience. So when you get the chance to talk. So start with that sentence. With that said, and without any further ado, I would like to invite our Toastmaster of the Day, VP of Education in Buddies, Vivek. Please, everybody, welcome Vivek.
Thank you, Mr. President. And hello, everyone. Welcome to Buddies Online Toastmasters meeting. Or should I say that welcome to combined meeting of Buddies Online Toastmasters meeting and Be With You Club. My name is Vivek, and I am member of this club since 2017, and I am from India. Today, the theme which I have chosen for this meeting, can anyone guess that theme? To give you a hint, it's in relation with what we are doing today. Any guesses?
Collaboration?
Yeah, bingo. Collaboration. Today's theme is collaboration. Okay, so why I have chosen this theme? I have chosen this theme because, first of all, we are having a collaborated meeting, and also collaboration is very important. Collaboration is very important because it leads to working together, and by working together, we can share ideas, we can learn from you, and the other people, they can learn from our club. So it's very important, and it also leads to higher confidence. When you speak in front of more and more people, it enhances your confidence, and it is also important for networking with new people. So today theme is collaboration. And for the benefit of guests, let me explain that this meeting is divided into 3 parts. The first part is about prepared speeches. The second part is about table topic section, where table topic master will give you topics, and he will be picking person and ask them to speak on that topic. And then in the third section, there will be feedback, and that's the structure of meeting today. Now, to proceed with the meeting, let me invite our role players. First of all, let me invite our grammarian, Bruce. Bruce, will you please explain your role?
Yes, thank you very much, Vivek. And I'm from China, and I joined Buddies in 2018. Yes, and yeah, this is my first club, and yeah, the club that I've been joining. Today, as grammarian, I'm very pleased to introduce the rules for how I can perform this role and what I can report to all of you at the end of the meeting. First of all, I will listen carefully to every one of you when you're talking. And I will just try to note down everything that you spoke, like you use some good expressions or some good vocab. And also, if you have some grammar mistakes in your sentences, I will also note that down and give a report at the end of the meeting. Apart from that, I will also announce the word of the day. Since I think this is a very magical for us, right? We just crossed the continent from many countries, so we have this big meeting and we gather together to learn together. I think this is whimsical. So I choose the word whimsical. It means playfully quaint or fanciful, especially in an appealing and amusing way. Like one example, he has a whimsical sense of humor. Later, I will put the word in the chat. And my last duty is the counter role in normal meetings. I will also try to catch all the filler words in your sentences, like something like that. And also, I will just help you to improve your English speaking. And at the end of a meeting, I will report to you all the good things in your sentences or some mistakes. Now that's my duty. Back to you, Vivek. Enjoy the meeting, everyone.
Thank you, Bruce, for explaining your role. Now let me invite our timer today. Today our timer is Hodan. Hodan, will you please explain your role?
Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to see you all here today. I'm Hodan, and I will be your timer today. I am originally from Somalia, but I will be joining from Sweden today. And as a timer, I have already started to show you what's happening on my background. And now, as you see, you see the table topics right here, and here you have the time. So as a timer, I will be timing for all 3 sessions of the meeting, prepared speeches, where we will have prepared speeches. And there, most of the times we have standard speech, what we call, and that the allocated time is between 5 to 7 minutes. And if we have an icebreaker speech today, then that would be up to 5 minutes. And whenever a certain time comes, then it will be green. For example, if it's a standard speech, then at 5 minutes we will have green, and you will be seeing the time. And then when you come to 6 minutes, you will have a yellow background. And when you come at 7 minutes, then you will have a red. When it comes the second session, which will be the one that I'm showing right now, table topics, then we will have, it's between 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, we will have green, 1.5, it will be yellow, and at 2 minutes, it will be red. When it comes to the evaluation session, that is 2 to 3 minutes. And at 2 minutes, it will be green, 2.5, it will be yellow, and 3 minutes, it will be red. And all the 3 sessions you will have, even if it's showing just like that, it's perfect. Even if it's red, you will have 30 seconds grace time where you can wrap up what you were saying. So no panic. If it's red, 30 minutes grace you will have. So that will be what I'm doing today, and it will be different. So just pin me so that you can have an eye on your time. And I will be looking forward to hearing your speech today. Over to you, Vivek.
Thank you, Juana. Sorry, Hodan. I'm really sorry. Okay, so now it's time to listen to our whimsical speakers. Today we have a lineup of 3 speakers, and our first speaker today is from the club Be With You. Her name is Annie. But before I invite her, let me invite her evaluator, Zoe. Zoe, will you please explain the objectives of Annie's speech?
Hey, hi, this is Zoe speaking, and I will be the evaluator for Annie, and I will give some feedback about when she finished the speech. and I will look at some points such as the pronunciation and the grammar and the content, something like that. Yeah, this is my first time to be an evaluator, so I'm thinking I will try my best to give the feedback. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe. So now everyone, please help me welcome our first speaker, Annie.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster of Evening. Dear fellow members and distinguished guests. Okay, before I started, I would like to invite everyone think about 3 different questions. 1, are you afraid of being rejected? 2, do you want to do something perfect and haven't got started? 3, do you feel awkward when you are facing something very embarrassed and even though it passed for a really long time? If your answer is yes, yes, and yes, okay, you might be an overthinker. So what is the state of overthinking? In Cambridge Dictionary, the overthinking is the action of thinking about something too much in a way that is not useful. So please pay more attention of the last sentence in a way that is not useful. Here's an example. The thing is, I need to hold an activity. In scenario 1, oh my God, I need to hold an activity. What if I messed up everything? What if nobody joined my events? What if there is an equipment issues? Blah, blah, blah. In scenario 2, okay, I need to hold an activity in the next Tuesday. The first thing is I need a detailed plan for the whole activities in case I missed every important things. And the second step is I need to have a promotion in advance to let more people know it. And my step 3, my step 4, my step 5, etc. So ladies and gentlemen, which one is an overthinker? Obviously, the first one, right? The person who think too much way before the thing happened. Here's my own story. Last year, I held an activity with some of my friends. And on that activity, I met an outstanding lady. She's amazing. She's an investor of Global Cynic Spas, and we have a great conversation together. She told me she really liked me and want to invite me to host some of her events. And after we finished the events, I knew I should take initiative to contact her, but afraid of screwing up and really want to do it perfect, I hadn't got any action of it. I don't know how to do. And then I asked one of my friends, what should I do? My friend told me, you better contact her as soon as possible. Maybe at first not too goal-oriented, just tell her you really like her and want to learn something from her. And then I sent a message to her. After one day, she told me we can have an arrangement after she came back from Canada. Have a one-on-one conversation together. So see, there is no big deal. Just do it. I consider myself as an over 90% of positive person, but why overthinking also happened on me? The roots of overthinking can be traced back to stress, worry, low self-esteem, fatigue, and perfectionism. You really want to do it perfect, and you haven't got started. So are you an overthinker? Here's a comparison between overthinking and deep thinking. So are you an overthinker or just a deep thinker? The overthinking is irrational, it's emotionally driven, it's chaotic, it's problem driven. The deep thinking is intentional, empowered, truth-backed, balanced, and solution-driven. Instead of solving problems, the overthinking creates new anxiety. So deep thinking is totally fine, but do not overthink too much. Here's some suggestions to help you detach from overthinking and anxiety. 1. Have a good sleep. 2nd, do more exercise. 3rd one is keep learning. Have a chit chat with your friends time to time. Last but not least, just do it. Because nobody is perfect. Everyone is walking through life with their own baggage, their own problems. So if you really want to do something, just do it. Go ahead. Okay, that's all about my presentation. And thank you everyone for listening, and hope everyone can be a deep thinker instead of overthinker. That's all. Thank you so much, and back to Toastmaster of Evening.
Thank you, Annie. What a speech. And thank you for sharing this important topic with all of us. Thank you. Now, let's move to our second speaker. Our second speaker today is from the club Buddies, and she's a seasoned Toastmaster and a fantastic speaker. And first of all, let me invite her evaluator, Ilette. Ilette, will you please go ahead and explain the objectives of Juana's speech?
Hello everyone. I'm Be With You's BPM Elect, and I'm also today's Iwana's evaluator. Actually, because tonight's meeting is during a rush, I don't really know the Iwana's topic yet, but I'm still looking forward to listen Iwana's speech, and I hope I can get some inspired from her speech as well. I think that's all from my report. Back to Toastmasters tonight.
Thank you, Let. And everyone, please help me welcome our second speaker, Juana.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Vivek. I want to introduce myself since I don't know a lot of you. My name is Juana. I'm in Los Angeles, California. I'm from Mexico originally, but I've been in the United States for over 20 years. I'm VP of membership at the Buddies Club. And dear fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests, let me just ask a question. How many of you have defined your purpose in life? Raise your hand. It's okay. It's not a test. Okay, thank you so much for being honest. It's okay. I have to share with you the title of my presentation is My Purpose in Life. And as a matter of fact, I have changed many times my purpose in life. And right now, I'm trying to change it. I'm trying to evolve it. And I have to tell you that in my journey, I have different life events and a lot of different professional career challenges that all combined had pushed me into all this transformation. I think for a lot of us, since we're international and we experience this across the world during the pandemic times, right? We experienced uncertainty. We were challenged to get out of our comfort zone. So in my case, I was living in Miami, Florida. Eventually, with the pandemic, I had to go to Mexico City for a while. Then I had to move to Los Angeles, California. Then I had to change jobs 3 times. In between, I fall in love. And then right in the middle, I lost my parents, both of them very closely in time. Then my love relationship ended. So all these different circumstances really, really sent me a very strong transformation. And I don't mean it in a negative way. I have to tell you that now I can say that I'm stronger than before. But also I have to tell you that I'm a very different Juana. So the Juana back in 2020 is not the same Juana that is standing right now in front of you. And with changes and transformation, it comes also changes in your values, in your beliefs, in your dreams. And that's what's happening with me right now. And in this transformation, and when I just feel this whimsical energy inside of me that just wants to evolve and just wants to find a different mission and a different vision that I still don't know what it is yet. My mission always and my purpose always have integrated the word helping, the two words, helping others. At this moment in my life, I know that I have to add a little bit more. I have to go deeper. Helping others, but how? Because life now to me is more than just helping. It's more how. What do we need in the world? And I just love the presentation we hear before by Annie, where she talks about overthinking. And when I start doing all these different analysis of my own personal journey, and I look into other people around me, leaders, people, successful people, and I start analyzing what's holding us back most of the time. What is the one thing that keep you from getting to your dreams, getting to where you want to be? And I have come to the conclusion that what's holding us back is believing in ourselves. Last week, I started a class about abundance, how to bring abundance into your life. And the first question, the first exercise is to define your purpose in life. And that's where I was in shock, thinking, oh, I have to face this again, where I'm still trying to bring it out. But then it came to that. I really need to find out how I can help others to believe in themselves, to believe in their value, to believe that they're worthy, and combine it with my strengths, which I love to do training, development, coaching, mentoring. I love that. That's part of my experience and my passions. And how can I do this need that I know? The root cause of a lot of people, including myself, that have not helped me to achieve sometimes where I want to go is because I didn't believe. When I go back, the root cause is because I didn't believe in myself. When I analyze it back, at the end of the day, that overthinking was because I didn't believe in myself. That I didn't take a top promotion, or I didn't even go to that dream country because I was not believing in myself. And when I did, guess what? Everything happened. In short, at this point, I'm going to be practicing my speech to define my purpose in life. This is my draft that I'm going to be continue evolving every month using my opportunity of presenting here at Toastmasters and sharing all this process with all of you. And where I am right now is that what I want to do, again, this is where I am, is I want to create the freedom in my life and the resources so I can help others to make their dreams come true by believing in themselves. That's where I am, as far as I can tell you. I don't know if maybe this is going to open a new job. I don't even know if the job exists or if there's a role right there that it's already open somewhere in a company. Or maybe I'm going to end up creating my own business. I don't know yet. But this is where I want to end it up and just sharing this wonderful journey that I'm experiencing from the core of my heart. And I hope it's useful. And I hope that you're going to help me shaping this as I continue in this evolution. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Anna. Again, a fantastic speech coming from you. Okay, now let's move to our third speaker. Our third speaker today is Peter. He is from... Okay. Can everyone go on mute, please? Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so our third speaker is Peter, and he's from the club Be With You. To evaluate his speech, let me first of all ask Brian to explain the objectives of his speech. Brian, please go ahead.
Okay. And I'm Brian. I'm also from Be With You, and I'm very happy to evaluate the speech of the Peter. And his speech purpose is mainly to inspire the audience. I really appreciate his speech is very, very exciting. I already viewed it before, and I'm also very expecting to evaluate and have learned something from his speech and share with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. So everyone, please help me welcome our third speaker, Peter.
Good evening, buddies and fellow Toastmasters, especially the Be With You family. Spring is here, a time to sprout, a time to bloom, and a time to discover your whimsical imagination. Toastmaster, I would like to ask the audience tonight, do you have a spring in you? What is it that inspires you, that drives you, that makes you wake up in the morning and say, yes, I gotta do it. In spite of the challenges, I'm going to do it. What is it? Let me see by a show of hands, those of you who wake up in the morning and they have a spring. Yes. Remember, a spring is a foundation that enables you to spring up, to leap up, to go higher in spite of challenges. I have a story. It's mythical, but it's about frogs. And I hope at the end of it, you can identify yourself with one frog. There was this group of frogs. They were walking together, and then two of the frogs did not pay attention very closely, and they fell into a pit. Woo! A deep hole. They fell because they were not focusing on where they were going, although they were in a group. The others were surprised. Oh, where did two of our frogs, of our friends, go? And then they saw them. They were down in the pit, struggling to come up. And they told them, you can't come out. It's too deep. It's not possible for you to come out of that pit. Nobody fell there before and came out alive. And so these two frogs, they tried. One of them got tired and gave up. But one didn't give up. The calls from above by the other frogs, you can't do it, you can't make it, give up, actually inspired him to jump higher, and finally he jumped and got out of the hole. And the other frogs were just, oh my goodness, how did you do it? That was impossible for others, but you have done it. And he looked at them amazed and said, he was a deaf frog. He thought that what they were saying from above there was, come on, do it. Jump, you can do it. Yes, we're here for you. Come on, go, 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 go. And that encouraged him to keep trying, in spite of the fact that he was deaf. He did not hear the negativity. What do we get from this? As we think about spring, a time for renewal, a time for hope, we think of three things. The first one, ignore negativity. There are so many doubting Thomases, so many people who want to put you down, pull you down. So you got to ignore them, pretend you're deaf, or something goes in one ear and gets out on the other side, and you keep moving. Ignore negativity. The second one, believe in yourself. Yes, don't say you can't. Don't say someday. Say today I'll do it. Even if I'm going to fail several times, I will do it. I have had Joanna, I have had Annie saying, yes, you could overthink yourself out of an opportunity. Joanna has become stronger because of overcoming adversities in her own way, not in somebody else's way. And that is freedom. So, dear Toastmasters, spring is here. What are you going to do? We all have a period of dormancy. For example, I'm from Edmonton, Canada, where temperatures go up to minus 51 in the winter. The squirrels hibernate. Animals go into their dormancy. But the spring is here. The birds are out chirping. The squirrels are out. Everybody is feeling that it's time to bloom, to sprout out, and to overcome challenges. So, as you go through your challenges, be like that one frog. He did not listen to the naysayers. He did not listen to the negativity. He used his own inspiration and said, it's time. I'm ready to jump up, to get up and become something new. Yes. So let that mindset of that one frog turn your challenges into opportunities so that you can achieve what others seem impossible. Make the impossible possible today. Don't wait for tomorrow. So, what am I saying? Stay less resilient, be whimsical in your journey, make it playful, laugh at yourself. Don't be depressed, don't overthink. Be intelligent and smart as you believe in your capabilities and never underestimate the power of positive thinking and determination. Yes, spring will help you embody renewal, hope, and opportunity. Be like that frog. Never give up. Yes, you can do it. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Peter. Very inspiring speech, and I loved it. Your speech reminded me of something which I had read somewhere, that situations do not matter. What matters is how you interpret those situations. Thank you for such an inspiring speech. And now we are done with our first section. I would request Valerie to please start the poll to choose the best speaker. Okay, while the poll is going on, I think we can move to the next section of the meeting, which is table topic section. And today our table topic master is Valerie. Valerie, please go ahead. Floor is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Vivek. What an inspiring speech we have today. Thank you so much for bringing this all up. It's really relevant. At least I feel that it's really relevant when we're coming from the cold period in winter. We don't get minus 51 Celsius here in Sweden, but we get about minus 20, minus 24. And honestly, the worst part about it, it's like lack of sun. That's what I'm really missing. But it can be cold, it can be a little bit depressing, but now we're here in the spring and full of energy. So with that, let's move on in the table topics. And today I have prepared some topics for you, and I will be calling people, and please, if you are not comfortable, just let me know about this. Let me see if I can share my screen like that. Please, somebody let me know if you can see the screen. Thank you, Hudan. And Table topics is the section where we exercise our impromptu speaking. And impromptu speaking can come into play in different occasions. It can be in a business meeting, it can be chatting when you are playing tennis, badminton, or any other sports, or you are in a conference, or you are at coffee machine at the office, and you want to talk with your colleague, you want to make a contact to see if anything out there, or you just want to have a good time. So table topics is really great place to exercise your skills in impromptu speaking. Without any further ado, we go on, and I have different questions. They are in different levels. We have relatively easy, moderate, and slightly advanced. So, and I would like to ask Bruce to take the first question. Bruce, tell me what section you would like to take. Relatively easy, moderate, or slightly advanced?
Maybe easy one. I will take the
Easy
easy
one.
ones, and then the advanced speakers can have the chance to take some advanced ones. Yes.
All
An
right.
easy one would be okay
Easy
for me.
ones. All right. So your question is, what is the most unusual thing you have ever eaten? Please welcome Bruce.
Thank you very much. Wow, that question is really challenging for me. I think when I look back, what kind of food I have eaten that I cannot forget. I guess, I don't know if you have heard that, in China, we have a lot of whimsical food that you cannot imagine of, like the stinky tofu or some other intestines, because I had some meals with some other foreigners, they haven't heard of that. Like you will just eat the pig's intestine in some ways, or you just eat some kind of tofu that you haven't heard of. We call it sticky tofu, stinky tofu. Just, it's smelly, but it's very delicious when you chew it and you feel, okay, it's not that stinky. And you kind of become addicted to it. Like you want to try it again in the future. I think that's the most unusual thing that I have ever tried. I guess that it was in my university. But after that, I didn't try that anymore because some people told me, oh, it's unhealthy. It's hurting your health. So it's better you stay away from it. So I just give up. So whatever I think I eat now is not depending on my taste or my preference. It's about the health that I can maintain. So I think the Chinese dinky tofu is the thing that is the one that I think that's the most unusual one that I ever tried. And next time, if you are either Chinese or you are foreigner, and if you come to China, I invite you to try that once and taste it and see if it fits to you. It fits you. Back to you, Valerie.
Thank you for sharing, Bruce. I will definitely try that one. Sounds really interesting. Never tried it before. Let me see if I can remove this one, so we're not gonna use it again. Next stable topic speaker, I would like to invite Elette. Can you take the next question?
Yeah, sure, I can.
Super. You have relatively easy, moderate, and slightly advanced. What would you like to have?
I'd like to choose maybe 4.
4. Okay, moderate. So it goes like this. What is the most spontaneous thing you have ever done? What is the most spontaneous thing you have ever done?
The most spontaneous things I have ever done? I think I don't have the spontaneous things I have never done. I think every time if I do have something I feel spontaneously, I will just do it because I have very high executive force, I think. So am I right to understand these questions? So normally if I do like feel like doing something, I would just do it without any consideration because I like to go with my heart flow to do something. Yeah. So that's the reason why I let my life be more, how to say, be more colorful. Except for my main job, I also do some side business. I'm also host some activities outside of my job. Like sometimes I will organize some activity about like maybe organize people to get to make some special drinks at a bar, or maybe I will organize a group of people to talk about the Krista together. You know, I do a lot of things I'm interesting about. But even though I'm not very professional about it, but I'd like to create something I feel spontaneous to do. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank you for sharing. It sounds like you're really brave and you're following your dream and you just do it. That's perfect. Thank you so much. Now we are moving forward and I would like to ask Vivek. Vivek, would you like to take one question?
Okay.
Tell me, which
Two.
one?
Two.
Two. All right, two comes here. What is the best gift you have ever received? What is the best gift you have ever received?
Thank you for this topic. And the best gift that I received, I remember when I was young, and then I wanted a toy. It was a toy. And I wanted that toy very badly. And but at that point when I was with my father, and when I wanted that toy, my father did not bought me that toy, and I was feeling very bad about that. And then when I came home, I told about this to my brothers, my mother, and at that point, my father, for some reason, could not buy me that gift. But when my mother told about that to my father, then after some days, it was my birthday, and my father had bought that gift for me on that birthday. Though I was very young at that point, and it was not a very expensive thing, but I can recall very clearly how happy I was at that time. So I think that was one of the best gift I received, because I wanted that thing, and it was very important for me. And when I got that, I was surprised, and that was very, uh, I can say, the best gift I ever received.
Thank you, Vivek. Thank you so much. It's a lot of comes from our childhood about those toys, about those things that we desperately wanted one moment. And thank you for sharing this. Next question, I would like to ask Jesse to take one. Jesse, would you be comfortable doing that?
Okay.
Perfect. Jesse, I want to challenge you. If it's okay if I give you a moderate question. I really
All right.
love this one. I have used it a couple of times. I think it will work quite well for you. We are in the 21st century, and there is still no answer on whether it was a chicken or the egg that came first. Do we really need to care about the answer?
All right. Can you give me 10 seconds to think about this question?
Sure thing. Time is yours.
All right, thank you for your question, Table Topics Master. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jesse Chang. In 21st century, what do we have? We have technology, that is the artificial intelligence. So in this last 10 seconds, I've asked the AI about this question and provides me 3 different perspectives how to think about whether there is a chicken or the egg that came first. In the biological perspective, the chicken has been a long-term evolution that during the process, the gene of different species have been evolved gradually. At some moment, a nearly modern chicken has produced an egg, and the egg has hatched to the creature that can satisfy the definition what we have for chicken. In this perspective, it means that there is an egg first. Because of this egg has contained the crucial elemental of the gene that evolves the chicken that becomes a very important turning point in becoming the species. The second perspective is in the philosophical perspective. It is because of the cause and result. If we think that the essence of chicken is an entity of a creature, then it is hatched from the egg. So there is an egg first. If we emphasize that the chicken is a concept of a species, then we think that the chicken as a concept is a specific existence of chicken and egg. And lastly, in the religious perspective, also I'm a Christian myself. So in the Bible of Christian, God created every creature. That means God created the chicken first, including all animals. And that in religious perspective, there is a chicken first. So this has been a mystery throughout thousands of years, but in 21st century, we have AI, and I searched the answer in Chinese, so I just translated everything. Thank you.
What a nice answer. I didn't expect that. Really didn't expect that. It's a great show how we can use the technology to help us in our everyday life. Great job. Thank you, Jesse. I had a gut feeling that you need this you will be great answering this question. Thank you for that. As a next participant, I would like to invite our guest to take a question. And let me ask Farah if you would like to be the next one.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so what would you like? We have relatively easy, moderate, and slightly advanced.
The easy one, actually.
Easy one, all right. If you could speak any foreign language fluently, which one it would be and why? If you could speak any foreign language fluently, which one it would be and why?
Thank you for this question. As I told you that I'm living in Saudi Arabia, then of course Arabic language is important for me because whenever I go outside, mall, hospitals, and everywhere, like in my neighborhood, I need to talk to the people in Arabic, and that's I don't know. So for me, my dream language after English is Arabic because as for the communication, for making friends, for as a working prospect, I want to learn this language. And worldwide, in the Middle East, this language is all over. Like in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, everywhere, this Arabic is language is very, is a native language. So that's my dream language for me. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Farah. I think everyone who moved once in our life can relate to this dream. And yeah, it takes time, and it's really you feel like you achieved something big in your life, and you start to understand people talking on the street in a foreign language. Been there, know how it feels. I hope you will get there very soon. We are moving on, and I would like to ask Burhan if you are comfortable to take one of the questions.
Yes, sure.
We have moderate, slightly advanced. Judgment done by me, so it might be not that advanced and not that moderate. So please, which category you would like to take?
Moderate.
Moderate. Let me give you this question. What is the most useless talent you have? What is the most useless talent you have?
That's a hard one. I'm not sure if it is moderate, but there are a number of talents that I have developed over the course of many years, but that I'm not currently using. So I think that would classify them as somewhat useless. And that is one of them is making a sound to attract, people from afar. So in my language, it's called fori. There are many ways to do it. One of them is when you are calling something from afar, and it is used in rural settings, but not in very urban settings where I am at the moment. So I don't use it. So I would say it's a useless talent. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, yeah, it's a little bit provocative question. There is no useless talents. We just probably sometimes. Oh, now I'm giving answer on your question. Sorry for that, but it was a little bit provocative, and I thought it's going to be quite funny to see different perspectives. If Madam Timer, allow me two more participants. I would like to ask Jennifer if she would be comfortable to take the next one. Thank you, Jennifer. Let me throw this question on you. What is that, and what is it used for? What this device is, you can guess and try to make a story what this device is used for if you don't know what that is.
So can you repeat the question?
What this device is, the device you see on the picture is a real device that has been used in the real world. And we would like to hear what that is and how people using it, what it's used for. If you don't know, make up a story. So that's a part of the game. So you don't need to know.
Okay, I will try my best. I think this device existed at least 2 decades ago. It should be used as a reader for people to read something stored in a little disk. Actually, this is the first model of a USB, which is nowadays we call it cloud. So you can imagine, just 20 years, the world have changed dramatically. I remember that even 10 years ago, the life compared to now is completely different. That actually motivated me to think we should embrace the new world and be a long life learner. That's how amazing it is. Everything we are exposed to new things, like ChatGPT, Can you imagine that we have this 2 years ago? No, absolutely not. Then what will happen 1 year from now? So every day when I wake up, I will tell myself, oh my God, it's a new day today. I can't wait to see what new thing will coming out today. So when I look at this device, it just reinforces my this thinking. And this also the message I tell my child. We just need to embrace the new world and keep learning everything exposed to us. Life is just turning to be better and better. Thank you very much. And back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Jennifer. What a wonderful guess. And thank you for showing how you can speak on your feet and make up the story and guess. That was a really great example how you can give a speech when you don't know what that is and in this challenging situation. Now it's time to reveal what that is actually. This is a floppy drive. It was used a little bit, let's take a little bit more, not 2 decades, 3 decades ago. So it was actually right to transfer information between different computers. And I remember when I started my life with the computers, that's something that we used to move files, move documents between 2 different computers there, which are not in the network. Thank you for answering this question. And one more I would like to ask Justine if she's there to take one more question.
Yes. Thank you, Valerie.
Hello, Justine. And let me see what we have left. Let me try something here. I think you will like that one. Oh, I like this one.
Okay.
What is lesson you have learned that you wish you knew 10 years ago? What lesson you have learned that you wish you knew 10 years ago?
Thank you for the question, Valerie. I think it's actually quite fitting with like the talk from our third speaker about the frog. And I think what I would wish I have learned is not to let people who are negative to hamper my spring or come in the way of my drive and motivation or let their doubts affect me. So yeah, the situation I'm thinking about is that 10 years ago I was doing all kinds of initiative with leadership that I really liked and that were really close to my purpose. But there were some people in my life who were negative, who were saying like, aren't you doing too much or isn't this too soon? And because there were people of my family close in my life, that did really affect me. And then self-doubt started creeping in. And I did less things. And now that I look back upon it with more wisdom, I see that it wasn't necessary. That what people who were thinking negatively said was more a reflection of what was going on inside them and their own insecurities than an actual truth. So I think that's the lesson I would give to everyone. If someone gives you negative advice or is negative about your dreams and aspirations, ask yourself, where does it come from? From inside is it a reflection of something inside of them or a reflection of you? Back to you, Valerie.
Thank you so much. What a great perspective and personal story. Wow, what is meeting today? We get wiser and wiser about life. And thank you for sharing your experience. And that's exactly what Vivek set up as a topic of this meeting, collaboration. Here we can learn about life and each of us contribute with a small piece. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for participating in Table Topics. And with that, I am giving back the microphone to Toastmaster today, Vivek.
Thank you, Valerie. That was a wonderful table topic section, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. So now we are done with our second section of the meeting, and now let's move to our third section of the meeting. But before that, I would like to ask Valerie if the polls are ready. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay. So while Valerie is preparing polls, we can move to our last section, which is general evaluation. And for that purpose, I would like to ask Thomas to please go ahead and take the floor.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster. So it's my turn to speak now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So thank you. And oh, maybe I have to do the voting first, right? Just a minute. Okay, I think you have finished your vote, so I should start now. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, it's my pleasure to be the general evaluator of our joint meeting between Buddies and Be With You Toastmasters Club today. So, I'm Thomas and I'm the VP of Be With You Toastmaster Club, and it's really my honor to speak as the general evaluator. So, I feel a bit surprised when the Toastmaster of today, Vivek, is calling me on the stage because in our club, the general evaluator usually attends the stage during the last session of the meeting. But anyway, I'll continue my general evaluation now. So let me begin with the Toastmaster of the day, which is Vivek. So Vivek,
Thomas, sorry to interrupt, but in
yes?
our club, the general evaluator asks the report from the evaluators and then from timer and the grammarian. And after that, he provides his feedback.
So I am asking for the report. So
Yeah.
oh, I see. Sorry for my misunderstanding. So I am now the host of this section, right?
Right. So you need to call the evaluators first, all three evaluators, and after that, the timer and the grammarian. But if you're not comfortable, I can do that.
No problem. I will do this section. Yeah, I think it's really a bit different from our rules. But anyway, sorry for interrupting. And so I am now the host of this session. So now let's first invite our timer, Holden, on the stage to deliver her timer report. Welcome, Holden.
I will be reporting the time as well at the end. So first, it's the 3 evaluations. I will have to time them, and after that, yeah, I think I will be coming after them.
Sorry for a little bit of misunderstanding. So yes, yeah, this is slightly different here. So if you could, Thomas, ask evaluators to give evaluation of speech, and then ask timer grammarian to give evaluation, because timer needs to also time evaluators and also provide grammarian report.
All right. So the sequence is individual evaluator first, and then it's the timer grammarian, all counter, and the general evaluator, right?
Yes, that's
all
right.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry for my
Sorry
misunderstanding. My apology. I apologize for that. So now let's welcome our first individual evaluator, which is Zoe, to evaluate the speech of the first speaker. Welcome, Zoe.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, hi, this is Zoe again. It's my pleasure to evaluate the Annie's speech on the topic of overthinking. Okay, like as we all can see that Annie is a very excellent and mature speaker, and her content was so rich and very interesting. Okay, and now I would like to list out some of her like strengths and weaknesses, and I think that would be helpful. First of all, I think she started the topic and started her speech with providing us some visual aids, like such as PowerPoint slides and some pictures, something like that. And I think it's very attractive and it's very easy to follow. This is the first one. And the second one is like she took some personal experience. Yes, very good. Personal experience to illustrate our topic, which is overthinking. I think it's very interesting. And next one is she gave us very clear definition of overthinking. And I think it will be useful to some newcomers who haven't have a very deep understanding about what is overthinking. And besides that, I think she's ended the speech with giving us some tips about how to overcome overthinking. And I remember and I recorded that she said to be a deep thinker, but not an overthinker. I think will be very useful for us. Okay, and to conclude the strength part, I think her speech was very attracting, and she makes a lot of eye contact and body language, and that makes her very confident. Okay, and to add some points about I think there are a slight room for improvement, which is I think she can adjust the pacing of the speaking. I think it can be a little bit faster, like giving the speech. By doing this, I think she can include more information on her speech. I think that's pretty much everything about my evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe. Wonderful evaluation. So now let's welcome the second evaluator, Ilot. Stage is yours.
Okay, thank you everyone. I'm Ilat and I'm tonight's Ivana's evaluator and talk about her topic. I think she mentioned about one main thing is just create a purpose for your life, and she also mentioned about it's time to sometimes you need to try to jump out of your comfort zone. She mentioned about she changed her job 3 times during quarantine and didn't really have a good relationship, and also have a lot of difficult things she needs to handle with. I think those things maybe let her be more stronger, and one of things just suddenly come to my mind is I remember last time Ivana's speech mentioned about her parents. She said, do not always blame on your parents because your parents give you life, and you should try to be more appreciative about your parents. I think that's why it's really inspiring or not. And this time, I think the create a purpose for your life. It's also very inspiring because she mentioned about if you wanna create a purpose for your life, create a freedom by helping others first, help others to make their dreams come true, and opening for everything. Maybe open a new jobs or create your own business. It can also be a good shaping process for your life, and it could be a very good way to create a specific purpose for your life. But here is a small suggestion I'd like to talk about with Ivana is maybe she can mention about more life experience about her. It could make the whole speech be more vivid and let people be more related to this speech. I think that's all about my report. Thank you so much. Back to Toastmasters. Back to GE, our general evaluator, Thomas.
Thank you, our second evaluator, Ilot. So I think now it's time for the third evaluator, which is Brian. Welcome, Brian.
Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to give the evaluations for the speeches of Peters, and I'm really happy to enjoy the speeches from Peter because at the beginning he's more like an artist to perform his speeches and his passion about towards the life and about to inspire the audience. Especially at the beginning, he just make a metaphors to to propose the spring, and that is one of the things that really enlightened our fire, our hearts to love, embrace our life, and also that is one of the highlight points I want to pick up. And another point is his good structures performance, to highlight to. It's not depends on the noise from the outside, but to explore and think about from your inside to deliver his message to filter some noise things. So that is one of the really interesting and motivation. Really great. If I really need to pick up something that might be to be improved, and at the last part of his speech, I noticed he just looked at his notes and talked, and if he totally to look at all the audience, just look at the cameras and give up the notes, give up looking at the notes, and it will be perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Very rounded evaluation of the speaker. Thank you, Brian. So I think now it's time for our timer to be on the stage and give us a timer's report. Welcome, Holden.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator. My internet's just loading, so I hope that I will not lose you all here. But let's get started. All have done very well today. I must start with that. Then I will also trying to share my screen just to show you the report. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. It's taking time, but I will get there. And just in a second, you will be able to see the... You can see my screen?
Not yet.
I'm not seeing the screen yet. Can everybody else see the screen?
No, I can't see it. I'm not able to see it.
Okay, no worries. I can go ahead and do without the screen. Let me know if it shows all of a sudden. But I have the report here. I'll be starting with the prepared speech. Today we had three wonderful speeches from three wonderful speakers, actually. Amy was our first speaker, and the allocated time was, as we know, 7 minutes. So she had 5 minutes and 50 seconds. So you can say she's within. That was what I was going to show you in the screen, that everyone who's within have a green, right? But I will, show it on my hands. Then we have Juana, who spoke 6 minutes and 15 seconds. So she's also within. And last but not least, we had Peter, who spoke 7 minutes and 05. So you were also within as you use your grace time, right? The second part of our meeting, we had table topics, and today, what a fun segment from our wonderful table topic master, Valerie, and every participant had shown wonderful and time management, I must say. So first, we had Bruce, who spoke 2 minutes 05. Then we had Yuchia. That's what I saw on the screen, but I hear that you all been calling her another name, if I heard right. But Yuchia, who spoke 1 minute and 25 seconds. Then we had Vivek, who spoke 1 minute and 23 seconds. Then we had Chasey, 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So almost the 30-minute grace time. Wonderful, Chasey, and I loved your approach of the question, by the way. Then we had Farha, who spoke 57 seconds. And there, next to time, Farha, you can actually use the whole time. I was really looking to get more of the language and all of that. So speak more, and so that you get the time mark, 1 minute. Then we had Burhan, who spoke 1 minute and 10 seconds. Then we had Chenever, who spoke 1 minute and 58 seconds. And our last participant of table topics was Justina. I hope that I'm pronouncing right. It was 1 minute and 40 seconds. Then we come the last session of the meeting, which is evaluations. And we had three wonderful evaluators today. Zoe was our first one, who spoke 2 minutes and 07. Then we had Yuchia there, who spoke 2 minutes. And last was Brain, who spoke 1 minute and 52 seconds. So everyone, as I said at the start, you have really shown today a good time management, as you all were within the time. So wonderful job, and I'm looking forward to evaluate you more. Over to you, and back to you, Thomas.
Thank you so much, our dear timer. What a specific timer report. I think everybody here should be aware of the time. And I think that our timer or the timing rules here at Buddies is really professional because I can see that you are using a timer's background. I will later illustrate that in my general evaluation. So the next is our grammarian report delivered by Bruce. So welcome, Bruce. Stage is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator Thomas. And today, I guess everyone has a very enjoyable and a whimsical meeting. And I just recorded all the mistakes and good expressions in your speeches to help you to become a fluent speaker. So don't worry, even if you have some failures, don't worry about that because that is the beginning of your journey to grow stronger. So Vivek, you used the word of the day once. On our timer, hold on, in your timing report, you had many odds, more than 5 and 1 year. For our prepared speech, Annie, you had some good expressions, something like way before the thing happens. I like that. And perfectionism, and fatigue, detach, and chit-chat. And one mistake I caught in your speech was you said on that activity. Actually, I think it should be in that activity. That's the one mistake, only one mistake that I have heard. And for Zoe, in your evaluation report, you said illustrate. I like that word. And I also noticed that you had some pillar words like once, like, once. And you also made a grammar mistake, something she can like. She is like, can be okay, but she can like, maybe it's wrong. For our speaker, Juana, you used the word of the day once, and I also like the collocations, something mission and vision. I like that. And hold us back and evolve. And you are very good at controlling the filler words. I didn't hear anything from your speech. And for our evaluator, elite, you use the vivid. I like the vocab. And I found some filler words in your speech, especially the us. You used more than 5 times us. And when you know, one repetition, you said, she needs to handle. For our speaker, Peter, you used the word of the day twice. I think you are the king of the word of the day. Congratulations. You also used in spite of, ignore negativity, adversity, dormancy, sprout out, naysayers, make impossible possible. I like that. I didn't catch any filler words in your speech. Brian, as the evaluator, enlighten and filter. I also noticed many filler words in your speech are more than 5 times, one like. And also pay attention to your tenses. Something like I was, or I am, or I will. For our table topic master, Valerie, came into play. I like that sentence. It's very vivid, I think, and provocative. I like that. And you had 2 us and 1 reputation. For our table topic speaker, elite, spontaneous. I like that. And I guess one pronunciation you didn't make it right was spontaneous. Spontaneous. Oh, no, not spontaneous. Executive. And you used 3 R's. Let me check my timing here. Okay. You had 3 R's. How to say once, once. Vivek, 1 R, that thing, you can say that toy, not that thing. Jesse, hatch, philosophical. I like that 2 words. And you had 1 R, 2 repetitions, one specific, you said. And I have AI. For her, you had 3 R's, 1 1 repetition in your speech. When you say as a working perspective. And Bohan, you used afar. I like that one. Is well used, and you had for us. Jennifer, dramatically reinforce. I guess when you say dramatically, you should say drastically, right? Drastically just means it's a very rapid development in society. For Justin, creepy in and aspiration. And you also put on one us. For Thomas, because you just started the part, and I had one collocation here, well-rounded. That's all I got from all of you. And thank you very much. And I hope my report helps you improve a little. Thank you very much. Get back to you, Thomas.
Thank you very much back, Mr. Bruce. So what a meticulous grammarian's report. I think it's really fortunate for the members of Buddies because you can definitely learn a lot from our dear grammarian. So before I start my so I think it's time for me to start my general evaluation. Before that, I want to ask a small question to Valerie. Valerie, should I begin with evaluation of the individual evaluators?
It's up to you. We usually just general evaluator sum up for the whole meeting, but it's up to you.
Okay, I see. Thank you, Valerie, for providing the information. And my apology to all of you guys for delaying the meeting a little bit because of my confusion. So I will start with the individual evaluators. So the first individual evaluator is Zoe. So Zoe, I noticed that your evaluation has a very clear structure. So this is really difficult for a newbie individual evaluator because you are taking this role for the first time. But apparently you have done it quite well. I can apparently see the structure in your evaluation. So it's very clear. You have even got a small summary in every part of your evaluation, like you'll have a summary for the strengths of your speaker, and also you have a summary for the potential improvements of your speaker. So you have managed the summary very well. So we can very easily follow up your speech. This is very great. And my suggestion for you to improve is that you can be a little bit more specific in the suggestion part for your speaker. So basically, we can refer to the rules of the individual evaluation contest, because usually in the individual evaluation contest of Toastmasters International, you are supposed to speak for 1 minute for the good parts of your speaker and for 2 minutes for providing the suggestions and potential improvements of your speaker. So you should probably refer to this structure when you're giving your evaluation. This will make you give a more professional evaluation to your speaker, because suggestion part is more important, because since suggestion can help the speakers improve. So you should probably arrange more time in your suggestion part, and you can use the PREP, point, reason, example, and point. Use this method to enlarge your time in this section. So the second individual evaluator is Illet. It's Brian, sorry. Brian or Illet? It's Illet. So Illet, I have noticed that you haven't preliminarily contacted our speaker, which is Juana. So one suggestion for you in the beginning is that you can contact your speaker in the beginning and know about her pathway and project information, so that you will be knowing what kind of thing, what purpose you would want to achieve in her presentation. So you can be more responsible for your speaker. This is one suggestion for you. And your good point, your shining point is that you have very good observation and acknowledgement of your speaker. So you have pointed out many details of the speaker. So if I were your speaker, I would really feel that you are respecting me a lot, because you know everything that I'm talking about. This is very observant for an individual evaluator. Very good. So my suggestion for you is about the same as the suggestion for Zoe, is that you can enlarge the part of giving your suggestion for the speaker that you are evaluating, so that you can point out more problems of his or her and provide suggestions so that he or she can improve. The third individual evaluator is Brian. So Brian, you have a very clear introduction of your speaker's project when the Toastmaster is calling upon you. This is very good. So you have also given a very rounded report of your speaker, So this is also very responsible. So my suggestion for you is all about the same. So since all of the three individual evaluators all come from Be With You Club, we're really much alike. So my suggestion for all you three is that you can arrange more minutes, 2 minutes, remember, for the suggestion part of your speaker. So this is the end of the individual evaluator part, and I will come to the facilitators of today's meeting. So before that, I want to say that it's really interesting in participating in this meeting because you guys are arranging your meeting, and I don't know, it's the international way of arranging Toastmasters meeting. So it's a bit challenging for me to get used to this kind of mode because especially as a general evaluator. And I would like to say that I have really seen many shining points in arranging the meeting from the president of the meeting because I think all of you guys are very confident because many of the roles in the meeting are not predetermined. Some roles are just determined on site. So if you want to pick this role, you have to be extra confident. So this is a very good opportunity to train your members to be more confident and improvised speakers. I think this is very great for your meeting. And one point that I have learned. So let me begin with the first meeting role, which is the Toastmaster of today, Vivek. So Vivek, I think you are really a very professional Toastmaster. First, you have a very rounded introduction of the theme of the day, which is very precious. So normally in our club or in all of the clubs in China, all of the Toastmaster clubs in China, the theme of the day is determined by the table topics master instead of the Toastmaster of the day. But since in your club the theme of the day is determined by the Toastmasters, I think the Toastmasters it will be easier for the Toastmaster to give you a rounded introduction of what we're going to learn and talk about in this meeting. So this meeting has a very clear purpose. This is very good. The second point for Toastmaster is that Vivek, you have explained the meeting structure and the Toastmaster responsibility very clearly. So we can follow you very easily. This is very good. The third is that you are inviting the evaluator to illustrate the prepared speaker's speech, the pathway projects and what he or she is trying to learn from the speech. So this is also kind of different from our rules here, because typically it is by Toastmaster to illustrate the prepared speaker's project. So I think it's more professional for the evaluator to illustrate this thing. I think it's a very good rule for you to do this. So my suggestion for and the fourth shining point of the Toastmaster is that you have maintained very good connection and interaction with the audience. So you have replied a lot of the previous speaker's speech. So your Toastmaster greeting sounds very natural and very sincere. Very good. My suggestion for you is that you can include more background introduction of each speaker. So typically in Be With You Toastmaster Club, we would do this through a beforehand survey to collect the information of each speaker so that our Toastmaster can probably give a humorous or natural introduction of each speaker before he or she attends the stage, so that our audience will be more familiar with the speaker. So my suggestion for you is for this part, but you're really a professional Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, Vivek. Our dear grammarian, Bruce. So Bruce, you have a very clear introduction of your grammarian responsibility in the beginning. Very good. And also you have an illustration of the reason for choosing the word of the day, which is also very precious because most of our grammarians are not going to do this part. Here, our grammarians would usually just introduce the word of the day. This is one thing that we should learn from you. And the third is that you have a very clear presentation of the word of the day in the chat box. Very good, very clear. And the fourth point is that you are also taking the R counter role of today. And I think your report is just so professional because you are taking on a different kind of sequence of presenting your report. Normally, if I were taking two roles together, the grammarian and the R counter, I would first do the grammarian job and then do the R counter job. But you have mixed these two jobs together, and you're focusing on each speaker. For example, you are providing a suggestion for one speaker like Illot, and then another speaker like Annie. So you're focusing on each speaker and you're mixing the grammarian report content with the all-counter report content. So if I were a member and I was evaluated by you, I will feel that I am very much respected by you because I can get the information of rooms of improvement from me very clearly from your report. This is also very good. Very good grammarian report, Bruce. And my suggestion for you is that you can probably include more advice on how to include the word of the day in their speeches. So I have noticed that not a lot of speakers have used the word of the day. So you can better illustrate what is the meaning of using the word of the day and how can our speakers probably include the word of the day more frequently in their speeches. This is my suggestion for you. And for our timer, Holden, one thing I noticed Holden in the very beginning is that Holden has a very professional timer introduction. So I have just noticed that Holman has used a very professional Toastmaster video that has concluded the timing sector, and also it can change the color of the background when the time has come for each sector. So the timer does not have to manually change the background. I think this is a very professional way of doing the timer job, and we should really learn from you. And very professional. I'm just deeply impressed by this timer background. So my suggestion, and also Holden has very responsible timer report for each speaker, and you have included some suggestion for them. This is also very good. Thumbs up for you. And my suggestion for you is that it is really pitiful that you are not able to present your PowerPoint slides today on Zoom. So you can, next time if you take the timer or other facilitators role, you can probably check your internet connection and also all the functions of Zoom meeting beforehand so that you will not have any mishaps during the meeting. I think that concludes all of the general evaluators evaluation, and I think it's time to back to you, Toastmaster, right? So, who is supposed to take charge of the meeting now? I'm still not familiar with the role.
Vivek.
Oh, it's back to you, Vivek, right. Thank you. And back to you, Toastmaster Vivek.
Thank you, Thomas, for running that general evaluation section. And with this, we have come to the end of the meeting. And today I feel that we have a very wonderful collaborative meeting where we learned from each other's club. And personally, I learned a lot. And with this, I would like to give it back to our president, Valerie.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful meeting. It was an unusual meeting. We are running slightly late. I hope everyone is okay with that. But I really impressed. It was really spontaneous. We haven't prepared that much. We spent maybe an hour total to preparing this meeting, but it went really well. Thank you so much for everybody who participated in the meeting. Before we close our meeting, we usually in Buddies do two things. One is announce best performers of this meeting, and the other one to get the feedback from our guests. And I want to put a third point is to ask Annie to give a little bit of her perspective on this meeting, and I will invite Annie first to give a small closing remarks for this meeting. Please welcome Annie.
Okay, thank you so much, President. And I'm very glad that we have this amazing joint meeting. And also thank you for our VPM, Elad, because she helped us a lot and to contact President to have this joint meeting. And I have to say that we have amazing joint meeting together. Even though we are a newborn baby and Buddies, it's a real long time, launched a real long time ago. But I'm sure that maybe in the next future, we still have a joint meeting together some time to time. Yeah, and also I hope that it's not the first time and or the last time to have this joint meeting. I'm also like hope that we can keep in touch because I really enjoyed tonight's meeting. Maybe not tonight. For us, it's tonight. Maybe for buddies, it's afternoon. So I really enjoyed tonight this meeting, and I'm sure all of you guys also very enjoyed this meeting as well. So even though we have a little bit different with each other between the meeting roles, for example, the JE, it may confused for our JE, but Thomas still did really great job. Thomas is our VPE, and he's still the college student, so he's such a potential and very professional. And he's shy now, and he's single. He's available. Okay. So, if you're interested with us, please contact our VPM Ava. Okay, and that's all. I really hope we can keep in touch with each other. So, thank you so much, and back to the president.
Thank you, Annie. It was a really, really good collaboration, and I really like to see that we can do it differently, and that's perfect. We also, I really like Thomas' feedback. It was really detailed, and it was fantastic. Thank you so much, Thomas. I would like to ask our guests to give a little bit of their perspective on this meeting. And I would like to ask Farah if you can give some. Farah, are you still there? Oh, here. If you can just tell us how you feel about the meeting, and you on the mute.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I feel everything is very deep and very positive, and everybody is welcome in this meeting. And I see very different perspective, like from different, because they cultural diversity I feel here, and I feel everybody is free to talk. I mean, in my group as well, but here is the because of the cultural diversity, I feel more people around different background, and I feel um, very deep learning. As a journal evaluator, report is deep and very brief and precise. And grammarian report, they are pointing every speaker, and they are precisely giving their feedback of like a counter and grammarian report together. And also the way you present the table topic is kind of a different, because you put different, like simple, moderate, and experience kind of a topic. So it's a new for me, and it's encouraging for new speaker as well, that they can also choose the easy one and they can chance to speak. So overall, great job. Well done, all of you guys, and I'm great, and I'm lucky to join this inshallah soon, this club. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Farah. It's so lovely to hear from you, and please welcome to join us more and in our other meetings. It's always nice to hear different perspective, and we would like to learn more about how you're doing it. Thank you so much. Sure. Burhan, it's your first meeting, join Toastmasters. So tell us, is it something you expected or something absolutely unexpected happened here today?
Yes, thank you very much. I knew about Toastmasters, but as you said, this is the first time, and I thought, and it was a good idea to try it online. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really lucky to have come on a night when two clubs were joining and collaborating in one meeting. So that was really a good experience. And overall, I enjoyed it very much. I learned a lot. I especially liked the three speeches, which were very topical. I liked Annie's take on overthinking, Joanna's, exploration on finding our purpose in life, and especially Peter's topic on spring. It was very powerful and very motivational. And I also like the different roles and how each one took on a role and contributed to the learning of and growing and from each other. So I really thank you very much for the opportunity, and I look forward to joining again and to learn more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining, and thank you for telling us about your experience today. It's always nice to hear. We all here working every day with, not every day, every week with Toastmasters, and we can be a little bit narrowed down in our vision. But thank you for bringing some outside perspective. And everyone, the last part of this meeting is to announce our best performance of this meeting. And I will start with the best speaker of this day. And the best speaker of this day is Peter. Peter, thank you so much for your energy. It was so great to hear your stories. Thank you. Best table topic speaker is Jennifer. Well done. It was a challenging one, but you've done it really well. Best evaluator is Zoe. Well done, Zoe. Really good evaluation. Thank you so much. It's your first time, but you've done it really well. And best facilitator of this meeting is General Evaluator Thomas, who has done a great detailed report. Thank you, Thomas. We have actually, you shown how we can learn from the feedback. You went through all details. We have learned about those details, even if we maybe didn't notice them during the meeting. So thank you for doing that. Really well done job. Thank you, Thomas. With that, I would like to close today's meeting, and I would like to thank you everyone for your contribution. It was a lovely time, and we see each other again soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And
Look forward to seeing you again.
Valerie, thank you so much for
Thank